First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rawchaa, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Greatmillstone who teach and rule well where I got this truth from, and also the sincere Akim, the hopefully elect all across the world. I want to say Shalom. This is an article from the Dutch newspaper. It's about a city near to Amsterdam. It was a very thriving city during the Golden Age, shipping the Israelites, shipping the people from Indonesia, and making a lot of money. I lived there, so I know the city. I went there over to school. And yeah, I was surprised to what I found in the article because I knew about, that a lot of seeds, that were manipulated, but I didn't know it was so close, yeah, to home. you know that hey, we're gonna read it. West Friesland. Innovations in the Golden Age. Even then, West Friesland was already the vegetable heart of the province, the room from Enkhuizen, and the Horns carrot. So this was about the carrot, where the food innovations in the Golden Age in West Friesland. By navigating the seas, the world became bigger and bigger, and the cities also grow enormously. In the 17th century, this increased the demand for and cultivation of new types of vegetables that were transported all over the world by fluid ship. The Golden Age is the theme at the Outmark in Amsterdam in the province of North Holland. Now we are experimenting with robots, and in the West Fries Museum, you can even fly virtually over Batavia stuff from 400 years ago. Yes, they got a museum, and you know how Esau is, he big up himself for all the wickedness what he did, slaving us, yeah, really made a lot of money and thriving, on the downfall from the Israelites. So yeah, he put everything in his museum, like how they went from 0 to 100, and yeah, they pride, so they're proud, so Salaki, yeah, that's why they put everything in their books in the museum and they're really proud about of it. If you say something about it, they deem you like you are something wrong with you. So there's no shame in this game. But let's read it further. I start again, where it was. The waters of the past are the internet of today, says Art Gerding, director of the West Fries Museum, because water, just like the internet, gave you access to an infinitely rich and varied world. The area around Enkhuizen, with its many seed improvements companies, is known worldwide as Seed Valley. So you have Silicon Valley in the States, with is all with the microtech and everything, So they have the Seed Valley over here, and this is themes from long time ago, It's like 400 years ago, So yeah, yeah, these Edomites been gene splicing a long time ago. They've been manipulating food, making GMO foods a long time ago. So they always was playing like they are the Most High, uh, and they're proud of it. These are proud devils. You know that. So and it is where I lived, in Horen, and in Horen you have a little bit further you have the Enkhuizen, and that you can see it like a water belt, where slavery was thriving, where they was selling the Israelites and the people from Indonesia, a lot of the Japhites, but a whole lot of was also Israelites. I think it was a lot of Israelites from Indonesia, what they also shipped, and yeah, man, they was thriving in this period, because they have a statue, and I'm gonna later in the lesson you're gonna see they have a statue of an Edomite, Jan Pieter Sekoen, the last time with the BLM protest, they was protecting that statue also, because they was afraid that people wanna, because people all over the world started protesting about all these colonial devils, who yeah, really with blood, raping, pillaging, took over everything, and they are proud. I always was asking them, man, but you can also can put a statue of Hitler because he is responsible for making concrete and all kinds of shit, and they didn't want to hear that. Yeah, I know what you're saying, because these Edomites is weighing with false balance, So, but some of these Edomites was like, okay, you making a point, because this is the same shit, because he was a mass killer, that guy, the Jan Pieter Sekoen, and yeah, a lot of these Edomites are like that, But Salaki, let me go further. Uh, and for that name recognition, West Friesland was already working hard in the Golden Age, according Geerdink. Even then, West Friesland was already the vegetable heart of North Holland. Scurvy. A cabbage cultivation started in the 17th century, especially in West Friesland around Hoorn and Enkhuizen. For example, the room from, and that is the fame of Enkhuizen, was grown a type of cabbage that we still find in the shops today, especially sauerkraut. You see, was made from this white cabbage. So you see, these Edomites was experimenting already with the vegetables, with the seeds, you know, and as sauerkraut was made from this white cabbage. Keerdink, the sauerkraut was taken on the ship and was the medicine for scurvy. So they used that for the scurvy, to reduce the pain, to help it, to solve it, So, but that is what they did. And anyone who think that carrots have been orange is wrong. These two have been a Horan innovation from the Golden Age. You see, so all over the world you have these orange carriage, and guess where it come from? That come from that small city, who have a seed valley, and where they store all the seeds and GMO splice the seeds, from 400 years ago, and they make it or orange. They made the orange carrot, and it came from this place, where I went to school, and that racist city with it with a statue, and it's just a wicked city because you see all the when you're in the city like an Israelite, you feel the spirit of wickedness over there, so when you see all the old statues, the old buildings, in the lesson I'm going to show you, they also had the statue where that guy Jan Pieter Sekoen is standing is also named the Red Square because it is red. Okay, before I go further in this, let me show you. Yeah, this is because this is in a Dutch, but I'm gonna do my best to translate it in English, so then you see the picture over here. This is the Red Square, and if you go a little bit further, I'm gonna show you also the statue. There you had a statue from that Jan Pieter Sekoen, and he was one of the I'm gonna show you his picture too. He was one of the he was one of the so-called founding fathers of Hoorn, and the one who was leading the slavery in the East India Company. He was one of these biggest mass murderers. So there was a lot of controversy always about the statues. Either since I was a little boy, people always was protesting, and especially Jake, these Edomites, they didn't care, that they liked it, there was like that is our history, you cannot touch our history, it doesn't matter, blah blah blah, but still, he was a mass murderer, and the people also from Indonesia, they were feeling always yeah, they was feeling a kind of way, I know a Jake in Horen, he was older Jake, I was little and he was older. He brought me some books also, and he was always protesting, putting paint on the statue, always writing things like he's a mass murderer, you honor a mass murderer, So the Jake was active. He was ahead of his time. Now he died like 10 years ago, but it was a real Jake who was fighting. He know what he was knowing a little, he still was not on the level, like, he knew that he was an Israelite, but he was a Jake that really knew a lot of things, he gave me some books, also old books, what these devils was doing also, with us in during slavery. So yeah, he woke me up when I was little, and now I'm talking about late 80s, begin 19s, 90s, So he showed me some things, and I went digging further in libraries to see what's happening, But these Edomites left a lot of things out of the libraries, A lot of things you only can find in English writing, Because these Edomites from Holland, they just hiding stuff, They have a whole different life over here, like everything is honky-dory and there's nothing wrong, So, but now with the internet and everything exposed in the world, they cannot longer hide the facts, So, yeah, let me read. Why this square is the red stone. The red stone, the square in the centrum of Horen, they named this the red square because on this place were a lot of executions, where a lot of blood was spilled. On this square, you're gonna see the statue of Jan Pieter Sekoen, and that is what it is, And you're gonna see the statue now. Salaki, bear with me. Yeah, and this is the story about this guy Jan Pieter Sekoen. He was born on 8 January of 5087, and he died in September 1629. So he did what he was not that old, So he was an officer of the Dutch East India Company, called here in Holland the VOC. In the early 17th century, holding 2 terms as a Governor General of the Dutch East Indies. He was the founder of Batavia, capital of the Dutch East Indies. Renowned Salaki, renowned for providing the impulse that set the VOC on the path to dominance in the Dutch East Indies. He was long considered a natural hero in the Netherlands. Since the 19th century, his legacy has become controversial due to the violence he employed, especially during the last stage of the Dutch conquest of the Banda Islands, in order to secure a trade monopoly on nutmeg, maize, and cloth. And this is this is the devil, the Jan Pieter Sekoen. And yeah, man, he was responsible for that whole VOC, man. They were all responsible for for the slavery, and this devil, and his statue they have where I lived in Horen, and yeah, you see. I'm not gonna read it all, If you want to read it, you can read it, because there's a lot of what he did and how they took the spices, but I want to show you a little bit, And yeah, he was a rude man, He didn't give nothing about the natives and the Israelites, They only was, how Esau is. It's all about the money, So, yeah, man, this is you can look it up for yourself, His name is Jan Pieter Sekoen. Then you can do some research about this guy. I'm gonna show you also the statue in Horen. Yeah, and this is, you can see it a little bit. You stand over here. This is that red square, what I saw you before, and this is where he's standing. You see the Dutch police is surrounding the statue because people tried to pull that statue down. I think like 2 months, 3 months ago, and yeah, man, the people are in uproar, to pull it down because he's controversial. This devil was standing over there, and yeah, man. Because these devil and this is all these you see all these old buildings, and they a little bit further you have another building, where they was weighing the slaves, because I saw everything when I went to school with these devils, they show you, yeah, very proud what they did in the history, how they get their riches, and it was teaching you about only about them, how they did, and they always was, yeah, loftily about what they was doing, about slavery. How these devils are, man. So there was always and I saw the ways, the weights over there, and I was like, wow. And you see images how they was weighing the slaves for ducats, and that is a golden coin, for the golden coins, and how they was whooping the slaves on this square, they was whooping the slaves, and the blood was flowing over there. They executing a lot of slaves who were rebellious or were no good to them or sick or something, that is what they did, and that's why they call it over there the Red Square, So yeah, man, these devils got a lot of pay for, man, what they did, So and it's gonna come for them, man, very soon, They already feel the heat from Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Thank Yahawah Shem Yahawashi for this, So yeah, this was in the Netherlands protest call for removal of this colonial area statue, that is this devil. Um, yeah, I don't want to read this, so because we know what all these Black Lives Matter so-called protests all around the world, to bring these statues down. But yeah, also these devils, man, they feeling the heat, because these devils here in Holland, they always trying to play like everything is honky dory, and they really fight hard for their ancestors, for these devils, and they see no harm what is happening, That's why they had here. They are the last one also abolish slavery, under pressure from all these other Edomite countries. They stopped. They abolished it like the last from everybody, So you can see how these devils are, It's all about the money with these devils, man. So I want to go to a few scriptures and then I'm gonna close out. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, verse 12, and it reads, "And thou shalt eat it as belly cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man in their sight." Verse 13, and Yahawah said, "Even thus shall the children of Israel eat that defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." And yeah, that is what happened with us, when we went to slavery under the rule of these devils, you see the carrots, the orange carrots, they start to manipulate seeds, because you need to remember, even he's wiser than Daniel, but he's still a base man, That's why he's the unrighteous vessel that the Most High made, and that's why the Most High drive us to these heathens, And you see what the Most High said, we're gonna eat our bread defiled, the children of Israel, and that is what we do, and that's why we have a lot of problems, health with the health. Diabetes, bloated belly, all kinds of things, It's too much to say cancer, all kinds of sickness, because the conditions where we live in is under these under these Salaki, under these devils, is cruel, because they are the cruel ones, they're searching everything out, even like all these sickness and things. Some things is only to make you, Jake, feel it, They don't feel it, what they can eat, pig and all these things, because they are heathens, But you cannot eat swine flesh. The Most High said that it is forbidden for you from Israel, for Israel, And now we ate all kinds of the abominable things. They put it in your plastic. They put it in your food. They put it in the water. They do all kinds of things to poison us, Because Because it is for you like Jake, it is not good for you, man, to eat. To get these things aside, but some things you cannot help because you don't know, and the Most High said also that's why He forgive us, like if some things we don't know, but if you willingly putting things in your mouth like swine flesh, shrimp, and all these things, willingly, then you're gonna get dealt with by the Most High, so you need to stay off of these things because it's also really bad for your health, man. That's why you need to follow the dietary laws, you know so I want to take one scripture, and then I'm going to close out. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, and I'm going to start. Let me look. I'm going to start with 15. But Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and he will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Because that is going to happen, all the places where we scattered all through the four corners of the earth. Like I live here now in the Netherlands, and all the other Akim who do the work, and it is only for the elect. It is not for whole Israel, only the elect, everywhere where we are in all four corners of the world, where the Most High driven us, where the heathen hold us captive. He gonna free us, he gonna bring salvation to us, and he gonna put us back in the land, you know. So, and this is only for the elected, man. This counts only for the elect and the one who do the work of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, you know. And he gonna put us back in the land for our forefathers, man. That day is gonna be marvelous, man. This is verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers. And guess who's the fishers? That are the men who doing the work of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, who standing on the highways and the byways, signing and crying, for the abominations, That are the fishers of men, to get the elected, That is what they do, fishing for the elect, That is the work, you know. And behold, I will send for many fishes, said Yahawah, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, because that is the beautiful part, man. Because if Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, Yahawashi is gonna come and gonna bring the great dread, for he coming with the sword here on this earth, man. And the hopefully elect is gonna get beamed up by the chariots, He gonna give us spiritual bodies, man, and we're gonna be like the real Superman, man. We're gonna be like X-Men, like the Dragon Ball Z, what you wanna call it, man. We're gonna get real superpowers, man. And then we're gonna be hunters, man, and then we're gonna hunt for the for these elites, for these devils. What I saw you who manipulating who defiled the whole earth, man. And who is this? It's these Edomites, man. They was playing for for God, They was playing for the Most High, They defiled the whole earth. They defiled, and especially they was defiling his children, man, and tried to murder his children, because that is what Esau tried to do, And it's gonna be beautiful, man. If we're gonna turn hunters, man, it is all over. It's game over, because that means that we have the whole dominion over everything, man. With Yahawashi as the king, And it's gonna be beautiful times, man. And that is why we do. That's why we do this work, And they shall hunt from them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks, because that is gonna happen. You know what is good? That is what is gonna happen. That is gonna be your elites, because you are in your bunkers, you're in your holes and in your rocks, and we're gonna take you out, man. Because the Most High is gonna give us that spiritual power to go and take you. You know, wherever where you are in New Zealand, in your bunkers, of up in the sky, of in the sea, we're gonna take you. We're gonna come for you, man. Now we ain't gonna do nothing because we're not gonna win from you, Esau, because you are blessed with the sword. You know, have the meaning of this world, and if we do something, the Most High is gonna punish us for that because He put you up. You know. But after that the Most High make us hunters, man. You better be beware, man, for you, man. You know, because you're gonna get it's gonna be dreadful for you, man. You're gonna you cannot hide for us, man, because we're gonna know all the we don't know a lot yet, you know, but all the iniquities and all the wicked things you did on this earth, man, and what you did with, especially with our people, man. We're gonna find out, man, what you did with the Israelites, and we're gonna take you, man. You know, we're gonna take you real bad, man. You're gonna go in slavery and in chains, Esau. It's gonna be over for you, man. For my eyes are upon all their ways. Yes, the Most High is watching you. He see everything what you did. The angels are putting everything down. You know, I mean, they wrote everything down, all the evil you did. You know, and now the list is so long that it is over for you, man. There's no repentance also for you. It is done. You know, and also your other heathens, man. You're gonna get taken too, but Esau is number one on the list. You know, because he have dominion now over this earth, and he's the top dog, so he gonna get the top dog reward. You know. and Salaki, they are not hid from my face, neither is the iniquity hid from my eyes. Yeah, because everything what you do in the dark, the Most High is seeing you. His eyes are 10,000 brighter than the sun, man. You cannot hide for the Most High, man. You think this, you have your little dominion, because the joy for the wicked is just for the moment, and this is your moment, your so-called 400 years, your renaissance. It's a moment for the Most High, because one day for the Most High is 1,000 years for us. You know, so what you thinking? What you think that you planning for, that your house is gonna continue forever? You ain't gonna succeed, Jack. You're gonna get, the Most High is gonna bring you down, and really bad too, for all the wickedness and the iniquities and what you did on this earth, man. Your pedophilia, your lies, your pseudoscience, all these madness. The Most High is gonna put a stop to it, man. It's just gonna be done with you, man. Over, man. Claro, what they say in Spanish, you know. You know, it's gonna be done with you, Jack. And first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. And that's just what you did. Like, you're bragging about it. We make orange carrot. Oh, we splice in DNA. We splice in we make GMO food. It's just, man, it's gonna be over for you, man, because the Most High said you cannot do you that is forbidden, man, to play for the Most High, man, that you are splicing seeds. That's why you are the wicked. You are the wicked of the earth, man. You know, the things that you did is only wickedness, man, and that is what you're all about, wickedness. You know. And they have filed mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. And that is all abominable things what you made, man. All these GMO foods, everything, man. What you did with the animals, you know. You are a wicked, 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 wicked person, man. You know. That's why you are the devil. That's why we call you devil, and in the Bible, you are the devil, because the devil, you are opposed to the Most High. You know, you are not about the truth, you know, and it is going to be over for you, man. You know, let let me see. You see it now also. We see the times, man. It is crucial times, man. You know. So this lesson took a little bit longer than I wanted, you know. So I hope you've been edified. And with this, I want to say shalom.